भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, and I hope all the members who have joined this session are practicing devotees. And many times we are confused whether what should be chosen in spiritual life. I should decide like this or I should decide like that. And in this way, many times we are confused about taking right decision, right choice in spiritual life. And sometimes we make spiritual decisions and sometimes we make emotional decisions. And to the surprise, most of the time we make emotional decision. For example, if we are hurt by a devotee knowingly or unknowingly, immediately our mind suggests, I will not attend the satsang for next few sessions, or I will not be a part of it, I will keep away for some time. Even if a family member hurts us, immediately the mind suggests that I will not talk to such and such person for certain time. So these are all emotional decisions which are not very good for spiritual life. And to the surprise, most of the time we take emotional decision, and mind has the tendency to become emotional. For example, previous day people would have chatted and been very friendly, and they go and sleep, and next day morning when they meet each other, the mind will suggest, let him speak first, then you go and wish him. You don't go and wish him first. Let him smile at you, then you smile. You don't go and smile first. I'm sure these things happens to us in our day-to-day life. These are all very small things, and mind becomes emotional in this tiny platform as well as in bigger decisions also. So, to understand this point better, we are taking certain examples from Srimad Bhagavatam. The examples are Karna, Dhruva, and Prahlad. So today we will be studying about these three personalities to understand the difference between emotional decisions and spiritual decisions. And the examples are Karna, Dhruva, and Prahlad. So, for example, first we take Karna. Dronacharya, you all know from Mahabharata, he was the teacher for 5 Pandavas as well as 108 Kauravas. So Dronacharya taught all of them. And when they finished their Gurukula education, all the 105 came back to Hastinapur and Dronacharya was introducing one by one in the assembly. And first he introduced Yudhishthira, saying that he is very good expert in spear. He used to throw spear at a terrific speed, and he is very good in spear. So Dronacharya introduced Yudhishthira and all his marvelous talents. Then Dronacharya introduced Bhimasen, who is very good in Gadha. He can even smash tiny hills or mountains, uproot trees. Then one by one Dronacharya was introducing, like Duryodhana was very good in mace. And finally, Dronacharya introduced Arjuna. You know, Arjuna has got special names in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is called Savyasachin, Gudakesha. There are many multiple names used for Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Savyasachin means, like in India there is a cricket star called Sachin. Savyasachin means a man who is expert with both arms. Arjuna can fight with his right arm and he can fight with his left arm also. So he is called Savyasachin. He can use both his arms. And Arjuna is called Gudakesha. Gudakesha means a man who has won the darkness. Arjuna can fight in the dark, So he is called Gudakesha. That so happened once, Kunti Maharani, the mother of Pandavas, she was serving dinner for all of them, all the five, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva. She was serving dinner, and suddenly there was a gentle breeze and the lamp went off. And within moments, Kunti Maharani lit up the lamp, lit the light back. Just a few seconds. But by the time they found all the plates were empty, all the food disappeared. Can you guess what happened? Kunti has a habit of serving food to all the four sons first. Bhimasena was served always at last. She won't serve him food first. Because if she serves Bhimsen, sometimes we have many Bhimsen in our ISKCON programs also. So Bhimsena is always served food last. Because if he is given first, then everyone should go hungry. So she will serve all the other four sons. She will also take food. Then finally whatever is left over is transferred to Bhima. So when the lamp went off, and within moments Kunti Maharani lit up the lamp again, they all realized the whole thing is empty. They could understand that Bhimasena had finished the whole thing, food. So immediately at that moment, Arjuna ran to Dronacharya. Arjuna had a question. He ran to Dronacharya and asked, my dear Guru, how was that possible? It was pitch dark and there was not a tiny sound. How Bhima could do that? How he located all the pots, all the vessels and plates, and he emptied within seconds. How he could do that? Then Dronacharya said, Bhimasena's consciousness is filled about food. 24 hours Bhimsena is thinking about food. Because his consciousness was filled with food, he could do every activity related to food so perfectly. Then immediately Arjuna asked, if I also meditate about weapons and archery and fighting, 24 hours if I think about weapons and archery and all these things, will I be able to perform like this? Can I fight in the dark? Can I aim people at the dark and shoot at them? Then Dronacharya said, why not? You can do that. If you meditate continuously. So what happened? From that day, Arjuna started fighting, practicing in the dark. That is why he got the name Gudakesha. He can shoot in the dark. So our scripture says, if you meditate on 4 things continuously, those elements will appear in front of you. Our scripture says 4 elements. If you think about those 4 elements continuously, those 4 things will come in front of you. The Purana says, one is sickness, disease. Some people always feel, I've got some problem with my stomach. I feel uneasy. I feel like this. If they constantly think about sickness will come in their body. Because sickness first appears in mind, then it reflects on the body. So if sometimes mentally we are very strong, even though body has got terrible problems, still the person will keep functioning. So the disease first appears in mind, then it reflects on the body. That's the first element. And the second element is snake. Some people has got fear of snake. In India, people who live in villages, they constantly think, darkness means what will happen? Snake will appear, snake will come, They constantly think about snake and the snake appears in front of them. And the third is a ghost. And the fourth element is Vishnu. If we constantly meditate on Vishnu, Lord will also appear in front of us. So, Arjuna understood this message from Dronacharya and he started practicing in the dark, and that's how he got this name Gudakesha.